What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 12th of October, Saturday. We're looking at Aerodrome Finance. We're going to look at Bitcoin as well. Welcome to the channel, guys. Appreciate all the subscribers. Let's take a look here at the markets. Well, we had a decent day, decent reversal on Friday for definitely Bitcoin and Aerodrome. Still kind of sitting quiet. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But overall, it was nice to see the green markets. I could tell you this, we have Aerodrome Finance outperforming relative to Bitcoin. It's less volatile, it's holding up much stronger, much tighter, and looks quite a bit more bullish than Bitcoin. So we have Aerodrome still holding tight. We have a major ceiling of resistance at this 128, 129 level. You know, multiple tests here. We're inching back up ever so close. We're trading at 124 at the moment. And yeah, we're just going to wait and see here, guys. We talked about a couple different scenarios in the recent videos. You know, as these markets just continue to basically do nothing here and trade sideways right under this level, you know, if they continue to do the same thing day after day, there's really not too much to talk about. I've covered a lot of the potential scenarios, and there's really not many of them that could play out. You know, we either we blast off through the 128, 129, and then reverse and then head lower, you know, failed breakout. 2, we blast through and close strong, very bullish. I think that's most likely what will happen. At least we'll get a break through this, is what I think. Whether we close higher or you know, reverse back through it, time will tell. If we get the close higher, I think we're going to find ourselves pretty quickly up here at the 144.69. This is a nice consolidation. There's a serious ceiling of resistance. Then when it breaks, it could break so in a very strong fashion, sending the price up very high. So 144.69 I think will come in play. Third scenario is we just basically start to fall lower from, you know, anywhere basically below 128 and start to head lower like this. 106, 104.98, all levels of support potentially below the market. You could start to put some kind of a, you know, support line below the market like that. And, you know, obviously you wouldn't want to see a break below that. That would be bearish. So, you know, just go running through a couple of the scenarios that could play out here. But like I said earlier, relative to Bitcoin, this thing is holding up much stronger. Bitcoin BTC USD chart so right now we have a short-term downtrend in Bitcoin. We have this is a higher low, this is a lower high, this is a lower low, and so far another lower high. What plays out here? Pull back to a higher low, then a higher high. We continue to rally here, put in a higher high, then a higher low. There's a couple different scenarios that could play out here. But right now we have a lower high, lower low, lower high. So if this trend will continue to the downside, we should be printing another lower low. Again, I don't know what's going to happen here. All I know is we found very nice support at 58,910, very nice support at 60,205. We are above our 62,206. Next level of resistance above the market will be 63,788.35. That's what I do know. What happens throughout today and then into tomorrow, I have no clue, guys. I watch the price levels, and that leads me into a direction of, okay, the price is most likely going to do this. So just like when price most likely found support here, we should rally, and that's what we saw. Whether it continues higher or not, I don't know. You know, it could find resistance here and then just roll over again. And if that's the case, I look at levels below the current price for where the price is likely to find support. And on the opposite side of that, as price rallies, I look for areas for price to find resistance. That's how I look at the markets. It's not very complicated. It's not rocket science. Maybe it's a little market science. But that's what it is, guys. I don't have any, you know, insider knowledge. I look at the market. I have my price levels, and that's that. Keep in mind, though, that yes, we have a short-term downtrend in play here, and this break is quite bearish. We had a very bullish day on Friday for Bitcoin, up 3%, $2,200. That's it. This little undercut of the low here could be over, and this thing could just take off like a rocket. And we'll get quite bullish if that's the case. One day can be bearish, the next day can erase all of that and be bullish, and then off to the races. The same as in the opposite. One day can be quite bullish, the next day can be bearish, very bearish, and that's fine. You get short the markets. All right, so that's what I'm looking at for BTC, for Bitcoin. Back to Aerodrome, it's up 1.75 today. Again, we might not break the 128, and that's fine. And if we roll over, is what it is. If we do break it, that's fine as well, is what it is, and we know what to look for to the upside. This pattern looks bullish. It looks like it wants to break out, but that doesn't mean it will. And it doesn't have to. If Bitcoin, for some reason, gets annihilated today and it's down 10 grand, there ain't no way Aerodrome is breaking out. You're going to find Aerodrome, down at 98 cents if that's the case, or lower. So keep your eye on 128, 129. If we break out, 132, 134, 144.69. If we break lower, 106, 104, 98. Guys, appreciate all the comments, everybody checking out the videos. Hopefully you're doing okay out there in these markets. We had a decent day in the stock market on Friday, yesterday. Let's not forget, Aerodrome is currently up 102% from the breakout at 61. Okay, 102%. Anybody who's long from down those levels should be extremely satisfied with that in 29 days, so just about a month. All links down below, guys. Help support the channel. Appreciate it. Of course, not financial advice. Have a good one.